Well, and triple well again. And we already got into a game, which is actually kind of surprising enough knowing my luck with the MM. But what's good, everybody? Welcome back again to the channel. And welcome to, you already know what it is, another Pick a Tank I Own Streebler again. We are freaking back. It's your boy, Lobster Man. Yes, Lobster Man, because my face is still red. Even my forearms are red along with that. So, let's see what we can do in the mighty VZ55. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and suffer once again with all these tragic teams with every average player snapping and hitting their shots like there is no tomorrow. And this Hori's telling me, let's attack, even though I don't have gun depression. Whoa, what will I ever do? Okay, well, there's nothing over there. Oh, never mind. There's an M103 we can outspot. And we can get a nice slap into you. And then we can wait once again to get a second slap for 430. Let's freaking go. Also, what's up, Evan? And what is up, Pete? Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that E75 right there. Alright, well, reloading once again. I don't really care if he fires in on me once again. Oh, well, he's not really going to be having the best outcome as apart from that. So, let's go ahead and... Oh, there is a VK right there. But we still get that pen out because this tank's pen on its APCR is still fairly solid. Of course, he's going to pluck me for 470. Well, this E75 is going to get killed as apart from that because I have two camping heavies off in the back that are literally doing jack squat to help me out. And he lights me on fire again, bro. Holy cow, this guy is kerblunkering my butt so bad right now. And I bounced that. That is a beautiful showcase. And I'm dead. That's a fairly solid start. Now this frickin' Safari's gonna come on in. Oh, he's an El Bozo. He frickin' bounced me. Well, it's not gonna be the case with his VK, though, whatsoever. Oh my god, he actually frickin' bounced me again. What a bunch of shitters. Oh my goodness. Look at where my team is all at. Look, the Yag has not even fired a single shot on this FE, and look, he's gonna miss this. Knew it! Yep, let's move on. I told you guys, average players is the teams I am always stuck with. And you already know it's a loss apart from your behalf, especially when you have them inhabiting your whole entire freaking spawn area. Even when you have a new player in his Destiny that has no idea what he's doing whatsoever and thinks that he's a TD and can camp off in the back, even though that he can still be outspotted by tanks pushing on up. So, yeah, I did my job. Nobody else did jack squat for my team. Let's go ahead and play in the 183 then. And let's just forget about that unfortunate mishap as apart from our terrible team's behalf, which is partially why what I do not miss about this game being gone for a full week. So I'm going to have a toast with some Coca-Cola. I also have a smart water while at that too. Yeah, W team right there to start us off for today's stream. That's something useful. So then let us continue. Level 50? Oh my god, on the enemy team, that's crazy.
Let's get this show on the road.
Well, I am only a level 1 183. The only difference between us is that I am the more superior 183, so this guy can try. Holy Schneider. Oh, don't worry, Pete. I'm not talking about you, man. You're a freaking legend, bro. Look at my team all going one single direction. Isn't that something? And look, now I'm going to get plucked off by somebody that's going to be lurking off over here. That's probably going to be the case, considering they have a Object 84. But they don't. They have two 183s. Okay, that's a little something else extra. Hello, Mr. VZ. Oh, hello, 183. How does 400 feel on your vehicle, man? It should have been 1,400, but knowing my luck, it's never going to be the case because I cannot snap shells. Look at that, my bat shot's already dead. He went the wrong side. Oh yeah, this is average player fest at its finest, guys. Look at this. At least I can hit that shot lickety-split. Holy cow. Isn't that something now? Look, Chieftain's already dead too. Look at my guys YOLOing out in the open. And look at their guys. They're literally just sitting back and then just relying and doing all the work for them. I mean, this is something else, guys. This is something that I totally wanted to come back to. Watch the E100 now. Is he going to be stupid? Of course he's not, because he's just going to sit there. And now the enemies are going to frickin' corral us like there's no tomorrow. Oh, there's the E100. But at least I can get a nice tap into him for 888. I am pretty much doing all the work for my team. Our Kron, what in the world is this guy doing? Look, there's an Object 84 over here. You already know what I'm about to do to this player, guys, right? I'm going to mosey my way right on over there and then frickin' deteriorate all the teensy little brain cells out of this player. He knows I'm already spotted, so in that regards, I'll do 1100 damage, and he's an El Bozo because he bounced me apart from that. And knowing that he's the only tank over here, he's going to go ahead and run away. But that's not going to be an issue apart from me. It's because I'm going to mosey my way on over towards this side. And I'm going to probably take a hit from this other enemy 183 that's lurking off over towards this side of the map. Well, luckily enough, apart from his behalf, he's not spotted. But I'm going to mosey on up over towards this Object 84. He still knows that I'm spotted. So apart from that, I'm just going to go ahead and frickin' finish him off real quick. And now, knowing my luck, I'm probably going to get plucked by this VK as he's going to go straight up and tunnel me. Well, look at that. The BZ's going to come on over and tunnel my butt as well. This is going to be a fairly positive outcome, I guarantee that for a fact, guys. Look at this BZ right here. He's going to mosey right on forward. We also got this VK. It looks like he wants to have a piece of me as well. There he is. 1,300 hit points out of his vehicle. How does that feel to make one dire mispoke, bro? Yeah, I bet it doesn't feel spectacular apart from your behalf, doesn't it now? Alright, well, at least I have an IS-87 right here that's going to be taking some of the hits for me. This is going to be a very mischievous move apart from our Moishan's behalf. I'm full health, and I do not feel like taking care of a side-scraping VK-72. And I know they're probably going to have some tanks that are going to be moseying directly right now behind us. So, yeah, I guess the IS-7 and I are going to go right on over towards this side. Well, this VK is going to mosey on forward and try to deteriorate us from behind, which is probably going to be the case. Oh, there's the 183. We also got Mr. VK right off to the side. Oh, thank you for colliding into me. You're lucky he missed you. So now that is going to give me an opportunity to mosey on through right here and get a 927 slap, because that is the beauty part of being in a 183. All right, so I'm going to mosey on forward then. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the hit from this VK. And the BZ's going to fire in on me. Oh, well, he missed because he's an El Bozo. So let's go ahead and mosey on up. I am totally not commentating this game and showing an example of how tragic my teams are as apart from that. But let's go ahead and continue to mosey on forward. We got Mr. BZ right over here towards the side. We're going to go ahead and see. We're going to mosey on over here. We also got Mr. VK that's lurking right on over towards the side. Angles his turret, but knowing my luck, I was never going to hit that shot anyways. And this guy is going to come straight on in and tunnel my butt to the best of his ability. But I do have my adrenaline rant, so that's probably not going to be an issue apart from my behalf, considering that I can just pluck in a shot into this guy and then finish him off lickety split. And there's the enemy 183 that's going to finish me off. And this is average NA experience at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. And it goes to show why this game is growing in popularity. It's because all the 5-year-olds are lurking at this time of evening, and they're ruining everybody's experience. It's the best part about being a Blitz player, especially in 2025. Gen Z kids are pretty much just going skibbity toilet YOLOing out in the open in their freaking autoloaders thinking they can get away with everything. Of course, because Lemon's in here, he knows what I want to play, and that is going to be such case. So, let's go ahead and carry my team once again, and we're going to continuously lose every battles until the moment where all of my brain cells in my puny little head have been deteriorated to a point to where I am going to straight up kill myself in my own sleep. So, yes, that is something else to keep, that is something else apart from my behalf that's going to be fairly reasonable of a cause to do, because now, going into a new week, I am working every day, and that is going to make me suffer more brain cells as apart from playing Blitz. But this is what makes my money, so, for the most part. So let us go ahead and mosey on through. Hello, Nick, and Hicks is in here too. What is up, good sir? Good to... Oh, God, I'm dying. Good to see everybody once again, and I appreciate the 10 likes as apart from that. I've gotten so many, oh my god, my voice is literally dying. I'm squeaking every now and then. I've literally gotten compliments by several people that are saying that I should become a sports broadcaster. It was something that I thought about doing in the near future, about getting a career in something upon sports broadcasting, anything like that. I was a sports player as well. So, alright, we got an E100. Let's fire in a nice tap into you. Well, guys, if your brain cells are deteriorating, play a Type 71, because that is a fairly necessary cure for it. As long as this guy would possibly, I don't know how, that was the Kron that actually hit that. And I can't even pen this guy, so, yeah. That's a little something to keep in mind, is that the pen of this tank is actually not the best. But when you are running your premium AP is where it can drastically change, because I could just butter right through that E100 like there's no tomorrow. And look at this VK, he's going to bounce my side. What an L shitter. Alright. We also got Mr. E4 lurking off over to the side right there. Let's get a quick slap into you. He misses me, or else I thought he was going to try to go for the E100. So I'm going to continuously back on up right over here. Yeah, let's fall back, bro. That is a fairly good idea. Well, our E50, I don't know what bro was thinking apart from that. I don't even know where his dead corpse is. So I should have fired in on that E4. That is clearly my mistake. All right, let's go ahead and wait. We got Mr. E100 coming on out. Let's see if this guy's going to make a dire mispoke. Unfortunately, he's not, because he's an L shitter. But we do got a clear as day shot on the E100, which is good. Alright, so we got Mr. VK moseying on up now, and we got Mr. E4. Let us go ahead now and see if we can get a nice little chunker, or we can just miss right into the rock on this guy. Unfortunately enough. Well, the E100 is taking more hits than ever, and our grill is pretty much useless, just sitting off in the back, thinking he can do everything in the world. And this is a loss. This is average Blitz NA experience, guys. It's the best feeling in the world, knowing that you have to carry your teams. But this 1A3, on the other hand, demonstrates such purpose as to why he's a very terrible player. Because now he's going to lose 400 hit points to my vehicle. Just like that, a 451. I am just going to continue to back on up here and then not give a damn in the world as apart from that. So let's go ahead and fire on in towards this enemy 183 once again, and then we just continuously back on up, not giving a damn in the world about what my freaking misdemeanor is, and knowing that I haven't done anything wrong in the process, because look at that, I can't even pen a freaking VK, and now a Kron is outspotting me off in the back. That is something else. All right, we got this VK right there, a beautiful tap for 475, and he does bounce us apart from that, and we are going to be losing more brain cells than ever towards these little shitters that are coming on over towards the side, like this enemy E4, for example. We are just going to get a nice tracking shell into him, and he does snap that shell because that is every 40% player at their finest, and that is going to give me the opportunity as well to finish off this enemy 1A3, because this guy is clearly an annoying little pest, and he's something else as apart from that. All right, well, we're just going to deal with this enemy VK right over here, and then we're going to fire in a premium AP shot right into the side of his turret cheek. And yes, another fairly solid example to average Blitz teams. And of course, knowing my luck, I have to carry them every frickin' battle. The commentary is killing your voice. Yes! Look at that, 49.76. The next best guy, 2,500. And so on and so forth is a good, solid example to where I have the best RNG as apart from that. So I'm going to go ahead and kill my brain cells even more by playing in the Chieftain Mark 6, because this vehicle's hash is pretty much what kills everybody's brain cancer. As apart from that, I'm going to go ahead and have a toast of Coke Whale with that. Oh man, we love night teams, everybody. This is the best freaking thing that is possible upon my experience, because I always get the best of the best teams ever. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose this one, making that 4 in a row. So let's go ahead and make that possible so I can carry them and then continuously move on. It's going to improve my average damage whatsoever. It's not going to improve my average 30-day win rate, which I honestly could give a shit about. So let's go ahead and mosey our way right along over here. But knowing my luck, I'm not in a tank that can hold off that ridgeline because I do not have penetration factors. Unless if they have a tank with vulnerable hatches like the M6 Yo and the Object 752. A T-57 Heavy, I can also pen the turret as well. So that's not really a concern. It's more over the AMX M4, a target that I'm possibly merely worried or concerned about, considering that it's kind of hard to hit those things' hatches. But this gun is at a point to where it can basically aim on in, and it can fire in and aim and hit those shots like there's no tomorrow. But there's the T-57 Heavy. We got those Yo's hatches, and just like that, a fairly solid penetration. Alright. Let us go ahead and fire in again, or we could just hit the hill. This T-57 Heavy, I have no idea what bro is doing with pushing on up like that. And he's going to waste his freaking clip on that, and I'm going to get a 66 tap into his vehicular. And just like that, a fairly solid example to the Chieftain Mark 6 incredible capabilities. We're going to get a nice tap into this guy's hatch, and now he's going to tunnel my ass. And look at my team once again. They are showing a fairly good demonstration of sportsmanship, considering they're all just sitting on back and doing their best to try to let the enemies come on in towards us. Look at this, guys. A freaking auto-loading T-57 Heavy that's literally YOLOing himself out in the open. The Minotauro, of course, is going to fire his reserve shell. That is a W move apart from his behalf. And now this M6Yo wants to tunnel me because he thinks I'm a minor threat, and he's going to get 1,000 hit points deducted out of my vehicle. So now I'm going to mosey on through and then get a nice solid tap into his hatch. And then just like that, we are still going to have enough time to out-reload and finish his vehicle off. This is average autoloaders at their finest, ladies and gentlemen, and a prime example to where this vehicle can do quite well in certain scenarios, especially when dealing with shitty autoloaders just like that. Alrighty, so the M4 MLE 54 is lurking on over here. It would be a miracle if this guy high rolls this shot. Or if I could just miss the hatch, which is even much better in that aspect, because I can never hit this guy's hatches. Because the M4 MLE 54 is a tank that I have brain cancer towards. So, we got Mr. Yag Panzeroni, and this M6 Yo over here is clearly going to die, and I have a Sheridan that's on my flank, so there's really nothing I can do as apart from that. I'm just going to go ahead and head on over towards this enemy Sheridan right here, and then go in a hold down position. But, however, this Sheridan is now a one-shot, and it's going to give me the slight opportunity or advantage. Never mind, I guess I can mosey my way right along over here, and then take care of this enemy AM4 MLE 54. I'm just going to be relying on this ridgeline right over here to do such purpose. So let's go to mosey our way right along over here. Also got to Mr. Yag Panzeru off to the side. I don't know if he could spot me in that aspect, but we're going to go ahead and aim in a nice shot onto his side. And he does bounce me because he is an El Bozo. So I'm going to continuously mosey my way right along over here. And of course, this Yag is going to finish me off because Yag players know how to snap the shell every single time. They don't even require skill to do such. And look at that. That is another loss. Wow! So freaking amazing, guys. That's 4 in a row already. We are off to a very strong start in that aspect. Look at that. Oh, that's 3 losses in a row, but I honestly could care less. I'm still counting it as 4, considering that my freaking team didn't really do anything to support me in the first game. I love my freaking luck. Alright, well, what else did I play? Oh, I played the VZ. Alright. I guess this is pretty much just going to be a pick my own tank that I own stream nowadays, because apparently I'm having the best of experience possible. So let's play in the Object 777 then. My community members are known as Lemlers. What? Lemlers, bro? What the heck is Lemlers? Oh my god. Almost all the OGs in the chat. Yes! The Florida man is back! Alongside Top Gun. Also, hello, Larry. Good to see you, good sir. This is the kind of comedy that you guys would want. It's just me freaking suffering, losing every battle because I have to carry my teams 24/7. It's apparently the case for what's going on right now, and I'm having a blast. Every time I try to snap the shell in the Yag, it goes to the moon. Well, not for the average 40%er by the looks of it. Alright, so let us mosey on through then. And of course, I am going to be the one responsible for my team's actions, and I am going to frickin' deteriorate all the enemies' hit points one by one, and like there is no tomorrow. So, we got to Mr. 50B lurking off towards the back. Who else is going to be spotted as apart from that? We got Mr. 4202 right over there. Of course, the player snaps the shell into me, but I get him right back for that matter. That is totally alright. Where does he even pen me? I don't even know, and I don't even care as apart from that. I could still pen this guy's turret like there's no tomorrow as well with this fabulous heat penetration that this tank features. We also got Mr. 60 that's going to be YOLOing himself out in the open right there. I would have really liked if he continued to move forward as apart from that. We got Mr. 50B and his cute little autoloader possibly going to try to YOLO that out. Because that's what every 50B player is capable of doing, or just any autoloader in general. Let's see what we can spot. We got Mr. 60 TP right over there. I'm going to mosey myself on through this way right over here. Well, the 60 right over here is pretty much going to experience some gradual suffering apart from his behalf, it looks like. So let's go ahead. Okay, well, that's something else right there. Well, this guy's an El Bozo and missed the shot in a grill. One of the most accurate guns in the game apart from that. So we're going to go ahead and bounce the shell again on this the 60. Yeah, bro, I'm doing so well, and now he's going to frickin' snap and frickin' ammo rack me. Oh, how's about that? Am I going to bounce your side again? Of course not. I'm just going to frickin' drive over the ridgeline and then not have my solid gun depression rely on that. All right, so let's see. Mr. Grill is lurking on over to the side as well. We also got Mr. 60. We're going to go ahead and miss your hatch. That's beautiful. All right, so this is average NA experience at its finest, especially with me having to whip my shells for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and aim in on him, and then we're going to bounce him again. We love this tank's penetration factors as apart from that. So reloading once again, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can... There we go. Get a nice tap into his hatch, and he does pen us back. That's totally all right. So then I'm going to use my solid DPM to go ahead and get another... Oh, yes. I love penning my shells, guys. It is literally the best feeling in the whole wide world apart from that. As you can clearly see, I am having the best experience dealing with a 60 TP right here. Ah, yes. I love bouncing this guy. Oh, it's so amazing, bro. Look at me go. I am doing so well to this guy right now. It is like I don't even have to use skill or rely on my skill whatsoever. And look at that, we're going to lose again because, wow, this is average NA experience at its finest. Coming back on its amazing curriculum, I should say. So, the 60 bounces me because he's an El Bozo. I'm just going to fire heats to guarantee the pen. And look at me, guys. I am carrying my team once again. Whoa! It's just amazing how much effort that I'm putting in here just to get some shots into this enemy 60 right here. And I basically deteriorated all his hit points like there's no tomorrow. And now this girl's gonna want to YOLO me. And look at that. I don't even have to use skill to hit my shots, guys, because I could just whip point blank and they can literally just get away with everything. And look at that. Another loss. I love this game so much, guys. It's really giving me brain cancer at this point right now, which is why I can continuously commentate it for as long as I want to, and I can do 3,000 to 4,000 plus damage and have a team like this the whole time that can't even do shit. Alright, so I see the next request, which is the IS-4. That is my baby. However, apart from today's matches that I've been getting, it's probably not going to be my baby for much longer. So, let's go ahead and play it, and we'll lose another game. I'm probably going to be going in the 30 percentile today in terms of my average win rate for today. It appears to be what it's going to be for the case. The game just wants me to lose so many battles, and it wants me to succeed so badly, bro. Like, Wargaming is just jealous. They literally think my skill level is through the roofs, guys. Like, they just want me to whiff shells, they want me to bounce. Like, it's the best feeling in the whole wide world, man. Wargaming is just a company that loves to screw with the average 60%ers RNG nowadays, because this is what skill-based matchmaking is all about. And like you guys said, they secretly added skill-based matchmaking back. And apart from my behalf, I am getting every 40%er on my team, while the enemy is getting 60+ percenters moreover on their team. I am so happy for what I am having to deal with right now, guys. It is literally the best feeling ever, and I think this is probably going to be the most viral stream that's going to be as a part from my channel. Alright, let's go ahead and mosey our way right along over here and see what's going to peck me off to start us off with. I am just going to go ahead and get a little blind fire action and hit the house right there, of course. My community is called MAGA. Hell yeah, bro. Let's go. Alright, let's see what they'll have spotted. They have double E100s, which is a little bit of a coincidence. So I'm going to fire in on that spot once again and see what I'll probably be pecking off. towards what's going to be poking through here. I am so glad right now that my RNG is working for the most part as well. Like, you guys can't understand how thoroughly balanced my RNG is. I mean, the game is rigging it so much that I just have no words for how much fun I am currently having at the moment. So, you got the E100 right there. Oh, there's the other E100. Apparently, he's going to be going on top right there. And look at that. We get a pen right into his track wheel. That is beautiful. Alright, so reloading once again. I guarantee that they would have a grill that's lurking off back over here. Because that is what every grill player does, is that they don't even require skill. They can just go right off in the back of the map and then just peck you off like there's no tomorrow. But look at this enemy 50B right over here. This guy clearly YOLO's right behind us, and now he's possibly not going to be getting away with it because he thinks in an autoloader he could just act like the average player and then just go right behind us. Well, there's also a Sherry off to the side right now. And look at that. There's the grill right there who literally doesn't even have to use skill and snap the shell into me, deducting almost 600 hit points out of my vehicle. Alright, to Mr. AMX50B, it would be a Christmas year miracle if I could get that shot out. But of course, I love my luck with this game, so that is why I missed that. Alright, so we got to Mr. Mouse, who clearly doesn't even cease to know that I exist right there. And we'll get a 368 tap. And look at him. I am not even getting one single bounce, because that is my luck. Alright, let us mosey on through towards this enemy mouse. And we'll go ahead and get another cheeking shot into his vehicular. And there's somebody lurking off in the back who is an El Bozo and is terrible at the game. Maybe he should quit because he can't even pen an IS-4, which is so sad. Alright, and he missed the shell the second time. Wow, I literally had myself wide open, and these guys are missing me like crazy. I love Blitz. I freaking love this game. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. And now I am freaking rolling my eyes, and now I am continuously losing brain cells, and I'm about to pass out during the stream. So I did share my health insurance policy with everybody, so in case if I do end up collapsing during the stream, then you'll basically know who to call us apart from that. The Ghostbusters! Yes! Hello, Mr. Grill. How you doing, governor? Look at that. I didn't even have to use skill. You could just high roll me apart from that, and I could just deteriorate all the hit points necessary out of your vehicle, which is something that I truly appreciate apart from wargaming to the half. So I'm going to mosey on up over here towards this enemy AMX50 right over here. And then we just have to snap the shell, and then we can basically get away with it. Look at that, guys. I don't even have to use skill. My, wargaming is just doing it all for me. It's so freaking amazing to what I have to deal with. And getting bounces along with that as well. Like, look at this Object 140. He's terrible at the game because he didn't even YOLO with his AMX50B, and he just literally stuck back there trying to rely on pecking us off towards the side, but it didn't end up to the outcome as he expected. So I'm going to mosey on up right over here. I don't even care that I'm spotted at this point, as I'm just going to be doing what every other 40%er does, and literally just go right on into the front line right here. And I'm going to go ahead and snap the shell into him. And this grill thought that he wanted to try to go for me, but it didn't work upon his behalf. So I'm gonna mosey right on through. This guy has to fire HE on me because he's terrible, like I said before, and he's out of the game. Lovercraft. I am definitely going to be looking up that player's stats after this game. Alright, look at that. I didn't even have to do as much damage in order to do so well. 2200 is possibly a carry material type of gameplay right there, apart from my behalf. Oh yeah, we assisted 1400 damage. Oh my gosh, that is amazing, guys. Alright, the next request that I saw was the mighty E50M. Let us plop this beast out, and we'll go ahead and continuously lose more brain cells just by relying on whiffing every shot for the most part. Because that is my life in a medium, or just, it doesn't even matter what tank I play. I could be a tank in the best aiming time, I could be in a tank with the worst aiming time. It will always miss, no matter what type of play I try to make. Alright. What happens if there's an imposter, if somebody copies our name and then just spam? Well, you know the difference between the imposter and us? Possibly. Surely. Technically, guaranteedly, no. I honestly don't care because I'll ban him no matter what the outcome is. I just tested the teams absolutely tragic. I'm gonna move over to EU and APAC. NA is just tragic for everyone. Yep, that's why I play on Leicester as well. And I'm doing a free-to-play grind, and I'm almost already halfway towards the E5. I'm at the T29 right now. Oh, look at that! I didn't even have to use skill to hit that shot on the E50. Wow, guys. That's a first. Holy cow. Wargaming was like, sorry, Tico, for screwing your RNG. Here, let's give you a little bit of some, good luck as apart from that. Look at this E50 now. He's so mad at me, bro. Like, he literally wants to come on over and then he wants to try to deduct some hit points. But it's not going to really work well apart from his behalf. Because look at him now. He's going to angle his sight. I'm going to get another nice tap into his vehicle. He's just putting himself in a position where I can continuously peck him off. It's not my problem, bro. Oh, gosh. And then there's finally the time that I missed the shell. Oh, boy. Got an enemy Yak Panzeroo off to the side. Not really nothing I can do towards him. We got an Object 140. Let's see. I can spot the Patton just for at the tiniest bit. We also got the Prague. Can't spot him, but that's totally okay. We're going to mosey on up towards these L shitters right here. Alright, I can hit you right through the gap right there. However, because Wargaming said, nope, we're going to give you the worst luck nowadays again, Tico. Because fuck you, you're a terrible inspiration towards every Blitz player, and just get the hell out of the game. So, alright, there we go. Nice tap into you. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you missed because you're a shit munchkin. Of course, that's what every shit munchkin is capable of doing, is just whiffing almost every shot apart from their behalf. And now he is going to feel the most of gradual suffering apart from his behalf. Otherwise, I'm just going to get a nice little HE for 500 into his rear. And then we're going to go right down over here. And then we are going to get this player out of the mother frigging game. Just like that. Alright, let us go ahead and get a nice solid love tap into the T95E6. And then we mosey our way over towards the Prague C50. And then we get a nice little love tap into his vehicular as well for a nice fire. And he's continuously burn, baby, burn. And now he's out of the game. Well, that honestly didn't require skill or nothing apart from my behalf. I could literally just click, have my aiming reticle remaining stationary, especially when I'm on the move, and get away with those snapshots. That is exactly what happened, and why I was able to put up 3,800 damage. It's unfortunate that it was a victory. We're not about victories today, guys. We're all about the losses. I mean, come on, game. You blessed me once, and now I want to see me lose. I mean, that's what everybody wants, is entertainment apart from me losing, brain cells as apart from losing battles. They want to see me rage. That is the main priority to why people watch Blitz YouTubers. Alright, the next request I saw is the E100. Alright, the son of the E50. Or the father of the E50, I should say. So let us go ahead and play in this mighty Bonk King and see what we can do. I'm hopefully wanting to lose another game. Alright, Toasted, thanks for tuning on in, man. We hope to see you soon, governor. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and have a toast for good luck with some Coca-Cola. And then we go ahead and continuously lose as many brain cells as possible. Because we're in an E100, that's why. So let us go ahead and mosey in my favorite spot. Which is right along over here. Oh my gosh, my freaking peeling skin just irritated me for a second. Oh my goodness, and I'm itching like crazy. Alright, let us move right here and see what is lurking off over towards this side. Come on, I want somebody to be spotted right over here, please. Unless if you could do me a favor and break one of those barriers right there. That would be something else. Well, we got a 777 that's already spotted off in the back. Let's see if he has some support right behind him. Oh. Okay, the Mominator just told me to turn the AC down. Because, I need warmth for my teensy little brain cells to prep being killed in the process. So, alright, well, there is a 114 SV2. I'm going to mosey on upward just a tiny bit. and then be a good support or a good egg for my team to help take care of the heavies. Alright, so we got to Mr. 114 SP2. We got to Mr. 777 off towards the side as well. We're going to get a slap for 636 because honestly, you don't need skill to snap the shell in an E100. So let us reload and blob our adrenaline. Let us go ahead and reload. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see if the SP2 is going to poke. Oh yeah, come on, buddy. Of course, my teammate screwed me apart from that, but I don't care. We're all about the bounces. And look at us. We are currently getting freaking kerblunkered by mediums now. Alright, I cannot wait to deal with these little shit munchkins apart from that. So I'm going to go in a side scrape right here and then just wait for them to plop themselves out. However, it looks like this object, on the other hand, is just going to be going freaking AWOL apart from that. And we'll get 681 deducted out of his vehicle. And now there is a bat chat that is lurking on over towards the side. And then we're just going to angle our vehicle just like that, so this guy will have trouble trying to hit us in the process. And that is a beautiful example about mastering the E100 to the best of your ability. Come on, 3, 2, 1, no! Dang cringe. However, there's 1,045 out of the AMX right there. Whoa, we are Skillbo Baggins, guys. That is amazing. And then we're going to go ahead and tunnel this guy because he already knows that he's screwed in the process. So come here, Mr. Batchat. I'm just going to have you mosey on over with your team, honestly, at this point. Because who gives a shish-kebabs? Who gives a crap about you? Alright, Batchat, you really want to have some fun with me, bro? Oh yeah, just come on through. You're dead! See ya! Ha 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 ha! You thought I was aiming on in towards the remaining enemies over here. But nope, not necessarily apart from that. So we're going to angle the turret on the other hand. And he does pen that twice, but that's totally okay. Because we can snap that and get a 658 tap into his vehicle. And the E4 is going to finish this off. Wow, amazing game, guys. Look at that. We're losing. It's what y'all wanted, right? Yes, exactly. And I don't even have to use skill by doing another 3,000 damage. And I have to carry my team as always. However, this 57 heavy pretty much did 3,000 damage just by luck. 900 battles, 47%er. The best outcome in a 40%er that I've ever seen. Alright, I had some smart water because I need smart brain cells, but they're deteriorating one by one after losing several times. So we're going to go ahead and play in the Object 590 then. Let's go ahead and plop my tier 8 beauty. Alright, let us... Where is she at? Object, where are you? It's not going to make a difference for tier 8 whatsoever, because knowing my luck, depending on what tier I'm playing, it would make no difference. Alright, so let us do this. And let's go ahead and YOLO out in the open, because that is what every 60% player is capable of doing. Let's go! Skillbo Baggins, yes. Alright, let us go ahead and move then over towards the right. I am sweating like a pig now. Alright, I gotta turn the AC down after this game. Oh boy, look at this T-49. He's literally just sitting out there. Oh, look at this Indian Panzer. He's literally sitting out there too. And I don't even have to use luck because I could just hit that shell like there's no tomorrow. Look at this guy, bro. He's literally freaking YOLOing. Look at this. Average NA experience, guys. Again. This is literally freaking average NA experience again. There he is once again. Oh my gosh, bro. He's literally putting himself out in the open where we can just farm him out. That is absolutely hilarious. Alright, well, let's go ahead and mosey on forward once again over towards him. They got some support most definitely off in the back. Oh, yeah, Comp Panzer 70. There's Mr. Indian Panzer as well. Let's see. Come on, poke yourself out so we can bounce you. Oh, you're an L shitter, of course. Let's see, Mr. RHM, are you lurking off over there? Good, sir. I'm just going to blind fire just to make sure. Yep, turn the AC down, I get it. Oh boy. Let's go to continuously move. Ah, I knew you were over there, you shit munchkin. Look at that, now you're gonna deduct 600 hit points out of me. Oh, nope, you're terrible at the game because you didn't get that shell out unless if you already fired. So let's go ahead and see if we can do it again. Let's go ahead and aim in on that spot right there. Yay, we missed! Oh, this is the best feeling ever, guys. I just love my luck with this game. And now I'm in the position to where this guy's going to farm out 600 damage out of my vehicle. Well, look, at AFK Skoda. That's not surprising. Look, we got a Destiny off to the side, and we got the rear of a Comp Panzer. Wow, I'm even lucky I hit that shot. It's something I should have never expected. Look, it's a Destiny right there. And look, he's just sitting on out in the open so I can finish him off. Wow, amazing. Hello, by the way, Clancy. Good to see you, good sus. Let's go and get a tap into you. And let's go ahead and continuously farm you out, because that is what we do towards AFKs, and that's what we think about them. So let's go ahead and mosey on over towards the RHM right over here. I only did 900 damage, but look at that. I didn't even have to use skill in order to do that well, guys. So let's go ahead and mosey our way right there and get a nice HE of 305, and then we reload once again. And then this guy obviously is going to pen me in that aspect. Oh, he missed again because he's an L shitter. And another solid game. We killed 3. We did more than we expected to do. So now I'm going to run on over and then turn on down the AC that way so that I can give my brain a little bit of a cooling effect. We are doing so wonderfully well with the RNG that I am getting today. I did also see a Rhino request, so let us go ahead and do this beast right here and see what we'll do. I sent you a replay of an almost 6K game. Alright. Rinocerante is now commencing. Give me Italian RNG. Buongiorno. Team's not treating Tico well, Clancy. Isn't it quite obvious? I have to do my overrated commentating just to indicate such purpose. I could do no commentating for the Rhino game if I want to, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and then just act like I'm in a competitive scene. Pretty much just relying on my RNG to do the work for me. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a no commentary for you guys real quick. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and give my freaking voice box a little bit of a rest this time. So let's see what we can do. And we're going to zip the mouth right about now. Smash like for that game, guys. No commentary. We did over 3,000 damage once again. Smash like for no commentary gameplay, guys. It's the best thing ever. 4,000 damage to be exact. Let's freaking go, baby. We freaking killed it that time, man. Let's go. Smash freaking like for that, man. Also, hello, Apex Blitz. It has been a hot minute now, hasn't it? So sorry I was a bit quiet for those that are tuning on into the stream. I just did a no commentary gameplay, that's why. I mean, it was kind of to clear away my brain cells a little bit, but hey, it worked for the most part. We got a win, so alright. This gaming looking like it's going to be a close game. Let's see if we can peck off those E5. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Exactly, bro. This is why still to this day I love the freaking Rinocerante, bro. Let's freaking go on that. Alright, so it's almost an hour. Let's go ahead and end off a little bit earlier than expected. Let's go ahead and get 3 more games to end off the stream for today. I'm going to start us off strong with everybody's probably a mere requested tank that I would most sincerely despise, and that is a Minotauro. I think the no commentary gameplay actually worked, and it kind of cleared my mind a little bit. Because I'm not raging, I'm just minding my own damn business and everything like that, bro. I mean, that's... Jesus, you scared the heck out of me. My dad just scared the living daylights out of me, oh boy. He's telling me that I'm too loud! Alright, so let us go ahead and do such in another game. And then we need 2 more tanks after that to end her off for today. Let's go ahead and mosey on forward. Of course, frickin' Vetty, this cringer as always, in my battles 24/7. In even 0907. Oh, that's more cringe than ever. Alright. We got some of the guys over there. What else can we spot? Ah, Mr. E100. I didn't even have to use skill to hit that shot. Or that one to be exact either. Let's freaking go, man. This is amazing. Alright. You want a taste of my own medicine, good sir? Come on, I would recommend you back up for that, man. Oh my freaking god, we're getting her blunkered again, bro. Our freaking mediums, oh, never mind. They all went one single direction, so we gotta hurry up and clear this E100 then. Come on, attack, guys. Let's freaking go. Come on. Attack! Attack! I cannot even hit him at that angle unless if I can. It would be a Christmas miracle. This frickin' 907, of course. Just doing 907 things, of course, as always. So mosey on up just a little bit. Let's see what we can do about him. So he's gonna mosey on it towards a different direction then. Oh god. I'm probably gonna be stuck here again, bro. This is gonna be amazing. We got the 260 right off to the side right there. Knowing my luck, I was never going to pen that shell. And we can get a pen once again. Right. I'm continuously back on up just a little bit. Alright, here he is. Boy, this is amazing. I gotta love my teams again. Oh boy, Elbozo. They're all freaking bouncing me, which is hilarious, bro. Of course, when you have Vetty on your team, you already know it's a freaking loss, bro. This guy just shows up in everybody's games wanting to freaking... I don't even know if he's in stream sniping or whatnot, bro, but I just see this guy every freaking time I hit the battle button, bro. Of course, I have to carry my team once again, even though I only did 1,800. I didn't even have to do much in order to freaking carry my team once again. So that's totally alright. So we're going to play the 5A. And I just need one more tank after that to end her off. I'm really curious to look at the Blitz stars for today. It's going to be in the 40 percentile. Or it might even be in the 30 percentile if I'm not mistaken. That would be even better as apart from that. The game is desperate for me to go below 65% now. I mean, I was at like 67% for the time being, and now while all these tragic teams coming through and all of that, it's dropping me all the way down to 65%. I mean, that's how bad the teams are nowadays. But I don't even care, honestly, because I'm all about losing. That right there was the best performance, or overrated performance, I should say, apart from a team that I've had all day today. Let's freaking go, man. Alright. Let's go then. Let's go ahead and lose again. This would be something else. This would definitely be something else. The Cobra to end her off. Good freaking choice. I'm gonna go ahead and go hold down in my 5A while at that. See what I could spot that's lurking on over here. It's gonna be coming right through that teensy little crevice right there. And it was a grill, but I was too late because that thing is too quick. Was he gonna freaking YOLO up here? Interesting. Up here he comes. Come on, Mr. Grill. I know you want to. Oh, we got a 50B right off to the side, too. Who knows what he'll ever do to me, unless if this grill wants to have some fun. Which I wish bro would actually do something. Or if he's going to go all the way wide, and I can't even spot him, because that's the beauty of tank destroyers. Oh, he decided to go downhill. But I could get a tap into him, and now this hill is all mine. Alright. So that I can just go ahead and mosey my way up. The Super Kong looks like he's spotting me, which is unfortunate, but he still has his rear exposed. Oh, come on, you stink nugget. Over-angled your side, which is beautiful, but you plopped on your reactive at the last second, so that's unfortunate. Alright, so we got to Mr. Grill right off to the side. Alright, let's go ahead and mosey ourselves upwards once again towards this enemy Super Conk. I know they have their Yag already off at the back right over there, so I'm going to kind of play this a little bit. Oh, the Yag is fully on behind there. Okay, that's something else. I'm going to finish you off while at that, and I had to carefully aim in that shot to guarantee the hit. Alright, 3, 2, 1. We got to Mr. Yag Panzeroni right there. Let's get a 454 tap into you. And he's going to stay put right there for the time being. 3, 2, and 1. I can't do anything to that Yag, which is unfortunate. So, let's go ahead and mosey ourselves back over here towards these enemies, like the Super Conk right there. Let's see if Stinker's going to poke. Yeah, clearly skill. Clearly skill game. Ah, I love it so much. It does me the best out of anything. Oh, yes. And my team is deteriorating into bits again. That is beautiful. At least I can hit those. Alright, so let's mosey on through. Right along back over here. That Super Conk is doing damage to our Krog. Alright, the Yag is going to move. That's really good. However, we're probably still cooked. Oh, there's a YOLOing 50B coming right up behind me. And he lights that on fire, and he's going to get 1,000 hit points deducted out of my tank. Oh, yeah, autoloaders are fair and balanced for the game, guys. Oh, yeah, this is something else, clearly enough. Oh, yeah, this Yag's going to come right on in, too, and frickin' poke and finish me off by the looks of it. I'd love to get a love tap into him before such purpose, but I'm going to go ahead and mosey on back all the way and then use gun depression. However, oh, this guy's bad at the game. This T92 is freaking screwed nonetheless. Alright. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There's really nothing I can do. And yeah, another loss. We love this game. I am going to be back down to 64% within a matter of time. I would really love to see where I'm at. I'm at 65.19 now. I am actually really close. I think my goal is to get down to 64% by probably the start of April. That's a ginormous or a huge leap accomplishment that I've been willing to achieve ever since, bro. Because knowing the luck that I have, it's amazing. It's not easy being me, guys, if you understand what I'm saying. So, let's go ahead and end it off in the Cobra, then. It is clearly not easy being me, that's for sure. The life that I'm living is pretty much the best life anybody could ever live. Especially being a Blitz player. Okay. The final game. Let's see what we can do. I know it's a little bit later than expected, but of course I had some stuff to do, unfortunately enough. So let's go ahead and suffer big time in this game as well. What do they got for meds? A Leopard, a T92E1. Oh, we're outdone in terms of meds. Oh, yes, that's how bad. Actually, no what? Never mind, we're not. We got a Leopard and a Sheridan. And the only way I can possibly win is I let my Leopard 1 and my Sheridan do most of the work. And hopefully we don't get pecked off by some L shitters that are coming off over to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and stay put right down over here. In case if somebody wants to lurk on out, which is what these guys are doing clearly at this point. Oh, this guy bounced me apparently enough, and I can't even freaking hit him to save my life. Oh boy, we're already cooked. How about that? How about that? How freaking about that? Yep, I am definitely out of here, bro. Yeah, you guys better freaking abandon that flank if I were you. Because they have their T30 over here, and I wouldn't know what to expect with that player. Alright, so we got the E50. He's lurking off in the back. I can use gun depression for the most part, but he is going to outspot me, which is the problem. Alright, well, I'm not just going to abandon my flank like that. I'm just going to go ahead and get a nice
Enemy hit.
amazing shot into the T30. Oh, yes, guys. That clearly shows that my luck is just the best in this game to what it has to offer. Oh, yeah, that shot indicates such purpose, too. And now I'm out in the open. Oh, I thought this E50... Oh. Yep. I'm definitely going to end it off in this game as well, because this is not going to be turning out to the best outcome once again. I love Blitz, guys. Blitz is the greatest game that was ever freaking produced in the entirety of Generation Z, bro. I mean, what more can you expect? Just everybody knows what the hell they're doing nowadays, and they're freaking outplaying me like absolutely crazy, man. Yep, that Sheridan lost every single brain cell in his teensy little body, and now I'm about to get freaking plucked for it here in a couple seconds. Oh, yes, I am amazed at how exquisite of a performance that I put up today, as apart from carrying all of my teammates. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say for how amazing of a job I did upon playing Blitz today. And upon my return from a cruise, I've clearly lost all the skill level that I've originally had prior to not playing this game for a full week. So that's something else, guys. That is indeed something else. Oh yeah, freaking hits me for 1,000 damage. I wonder who that could be. It could have been none other than the T30. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Love my luck. I love my freaking luck, guys. It is freaking incredible.
Enemy armor is hit.
I gotta love that he hits that too. And I'm especially gonna love for the fact that I'm gonna get outdone by a Leopard. So, oh, there is also this little L shitter right off over there, and I missed that shot because I don't give a fuck anyways, as this guy is gonna 100% clear me. Oh, yeah.
This vehicle
Alright, well, that is going to be it for the stream for today, guys. I am so freaking curious to look at the Blitz stars for today. Because how many losses in a row was that? Oh, that was 3 freaking losses in a row. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what we are looking at in terms of our average win rate. Oh, wow, 62% in terms of my 30-day. I went from 65 all the way down to 62. I'm going to get down to 59% in no time, guys. This is the greatest game in existence. Yep, 41%, and with this loss, it's probably going to be down in the 30s. Oh, boy. Hey, but my average damage is 3,200, so I can't honestly complain about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for this game right here to end. And we're going to see, oh yeah, there it is. All right, so that game just ended. That is going to bring my win rate down to 61.92%. And that is going to bring my average win rate, yep, 38.46. We love this game. It was just Lost Fest at its finest, and there was nothing we can do to counter that because that was the main point in today's stream. So hopefully you guys did end up enjoying us apart from that. And for those of you that are new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications while you're at it so you do not miss out on any new videos or streams. And I hope to see you guys, if I ever return tomorrow as apart from this tragic performance, in the next one. Peace!